So this will be a guided moving mindfulness meditation. And what I'd like you to do is take off your shoes if you're wearing shoes. You can either wear socks or bare feet. And just connect to the feelings in your feet, softening your knees, and get your body as comfortable and relaxed as you can. We're going to be playing with, remember, the 3 vectors of awareness. The vector of movement, different ways that we can move. And breathe, sensing your breathing and your movements. And we're going to take it as slow as you feel comfortable going. You can either follow my pace, or you could go a little faster or a little slower. But the idea is to follow what feels good for your body. You're learning to listen to what your body's telling you by moving in a way where your body feels better. Often, it will be a specific pace that gradually over time slows down as you get comfortable and you truly choose to move in a way that feels good for you. Your body will naturally calm, and it likely will feel better to slow down even more. So you can begin by softening your knees and just beginning to move your hands up and down the front of your body. Sensing your breath flowing in and out. You might sense it at the level of the nostrils, the throat, or the mouth. You might notice your chest rising and falling, your belly going out and in. Or maybe your whole body breathing at the same time you're sensing the entirety of your body, all at once. Wherever you notice you're breathing most naturally, just allow that to be exactly what it is. Moving like the fingers on the fretboard of a cello. And the idea is to move in a way that creates a sense of deepening your attention to noticing what you feel in any given moment. You might notice your hands and your fingertips where there are more nerve endings. What do you feel in your hands? You feel a sense of heat or cool? If so, how hot, how cool? On a scale of 1 to 10, you might rate the heat or the cool, 10 being the coolest or the warmest, whatever label you choose. Rate it in your mind now. As you breathe and as you move, you might find that you can visualize yourself standing perhaps on a boat on the ocean. If you like being on a boat, you might imagine how the waves move underneath the boat, and you might allow yourself a subtle rocking forward and back, or left and right, or maybe even in a circular pattern. It's their body waving and moving. If you don't like the feeling of being on a boat, you might imagine yourself like a tree swaying in the breeze, and allowing that flow of the limbs and the leaves to move supplely, gently, following the flow of the breeze that leads you. And as you continue to follow your breath in and out, you might notice shifting and changing in your sensations anywhere in your body. So let's go through 10 breaths. I'll count them for you at your own pace, but you can use my counting if you'd like. Inhale 1. And exhale a little longer than the inhale. Inhale 2. And exhale longer, just slightly longer than the inhale. Relaxing and flowing with your movement. In and out 3. The idea is to move in a way that feels relaxing. As you go to breath 4, you might find you want to make the movement different in some way, maybe smaller, or shorter, or faster. And 5 or 6 now, inhaling, exhaling. The number is not important. I'm just giving a general sense of 7, perhaps. Inhale, exhale, and sensing the dynamic between your movement. 8. Exhale, and your breath. 9, in and out. And the sensations that allow you to become aware of the movement and the breathing. 10, in and out. And you might take a deep breath like I just did and sigh. Deep inhale. And make a noise, allow it to all come out. And notice any feelings that come with that. And again. Letting go of any tension that you might have noticed in that process. Deep inhale again, one more time. And sigh. Letting that go. And you might continue to move or get a little bit more still. You might sway, or you might perhaps move side to side. Feeling the weight shift over one foot. Feel the weight on one foot and then shift to the other, and you can move your arms almost like they're flowing through water. The idea is to create a relaxed movement at a pace where you can feel comfortable noticing how each part of it feels, one part at a time. You might notice temperatures in your hands, heat or cool. You might feel stomach rumbling or hear your breath, feeling your breath. You might even visualize your breath. If you could pick a color for your breath right now, as we now shift the movement to inhaling, hands toward your chest, and exhaling. Inhaling, what color would you choose to breathe in? Just imagining whatever color comes to your mind, and giving back and receiving, inhaling. What color are you breathing in, and is it the same when you breathe back out? Or is it a different color? Breathing in and breathing out. And you're just noticing different parts of your body, maybe your hands or your feet on the ground. Maybe you notice a movement in your knees up and down. And perhaps we could try a dynamic movement where it's like someone is standing to one side of you and you're inviting them to come toward your space. Imagine that's someone that you feel safe with. And as you circle all the way back around and drop your hand, you might move your body with that movement. As if to say, come here. I invite you into my space because I choose to, you're safe. And perhaps there's another person over here and I invite them in and I move my body in that way. Breathing in and out, receiving that person into my life, and perhaps giving back with that circular arm pattern that this symbolizes. What if you did that with 2 different people? Someone from this side. Receive as you give to someone else and receive from this other person. Maybe they're different types of people. Maybe someone who's a protective figure in your mind. Maybe someone who you can be vulnerable with on the other side, someone you can share about your life with and feel totally safe sharing what you feel and knowing that they'll just get you. And receive. Inhaling and exhaling, giving back. In no particular order, just noticing that experience of visualizing, receiving and giving from different people that you want in your space. They might be imaginary or real. The important thing is that you're choosing, or maybe you're just moving by yourself in this space and that feels better. So move by yourself in that space and just notice the space you occupy with your legs, your feet planted on the ground, feeling your feet. And feeling the movement and space of your arms forward and back as you face one way and then the other, side to side, you might think of it as. Or forward and back as you're facing back, back. Maybe going forward, giving more directly, forward, toward the person to your side. Give. And give from the gifts that you know you have that are unique, that the people close to you love that about you. Something that's unique to you that you can choose to give, and breathe in the sensations of that experience. What color is giving in this moment? Just allow the color to come to you. And if you don't have a particular color, that's okay. Maybe it's more abstract. That's fine. And the movement is not important to get perfect. It's just feeling as you move. Feeling your feet on the ground. Sensing your breath flowing in and out as you move. The music of sensation coming through, relating to yourself and other people. Moving can represent that. And breathing, connecting to the state you're in right now. And allowing that state to be perfect exactly as it is. Breathing and moving. And let's bring this meditation toward a close now. Allowing yourself to move your hands up across your body. Noticing when your hands pass by, let's say your face, or your chest, or your solar plexus, your belly, or your hips, maybe even down to your legs, do your hands have a sense of difference in sensation? But what about the part of your body that your hands are passing by? How do they relate to one another as you breathe and move and feel my hands in front of my belly? Does my belly change in some way when my hands are in front of each time the hands pass by? So whatever you noticed in the beginning of the meditation, maybe it was your hands and the temperature, maybe it was another part, and you labeled it, perhaps, a sensation, a word that describes the feelings, maybe in your hands, maybe somewhere else, and perhaps you chose to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. That same spot, if you can remember it now, what number is that now? Is it different? Is it a different sensation completely? And now what's the overall sense in your body? If you'd like, you can keep moving, or you can still your body just a little bit and notice. As you breathe in and out, what's that experience like? Of breathing, maybe you're swaying a little bit. We're gonna take 3 more deep breaths and sigh and bring this meditation to a close. Let's breathe in. And exhale, sigh. You can do it with or without the movements. Breathing in. Noticing whatever's there. Exhale. Let it go. And breathe in again. Whatever you notice. Let that go. Take note of what you feel in your body now. And whatever you're going to do next, whether it's going to sleep, or go to another activity, to be active or calm, whatever it is, notice that this skill that you're building of noticing sensations as you breathe and as you move is always something you can take with you. Thank you for participating in this with me, and I look forward to working with you more soon.